Cartagena, Colombia. From its dark, painful past to its painted walls, from dancing in Getsemani to the smoothest Colombian coffee, it truly is a city of contrasts and an incredible place to visit. Good morning from Cartagena. This morning, first stop as always is to get a little coffee. We're in a bit of a rush. We're doing a walking tour this morning. We have made it very sweatily to the meeting point for our tour with our coffee in hand. Amo Cafe, which is just opposite our hostel, that tastes unbelievable because the coffee they get from here is from Santa Marta, the coffee region. The guide led us through Cartagena's winding streets, sharing stories of the indigenous people, colonization, and the city's dark history. From the 1500s to the early 1800s, Cartagena was one of the Spanish Empire's main slave ports. Ships from West Africa, places like Upper Guinea and Angola docked here, bringing hundreds of thousands of enslaved Africans. Some reports say over 1 million people passed through these very ports. Just an hour away, San Basilio de Palenque was founded by those who escaped. It became the first free African-led settlement in the Americas. And of course, it wouldn't be a tour in Colombia if it didn't end with dancing on the street. That legacy of the African culture is still alive here, not hidden in museums but out on the streets. You can see it in the people, hear it in the music, and taste it in the food. The culture here feels so different to other parts of Colombia we've visited. We wandered the beautiful cobbled streets of the city in the beating sun, checking out the art, plastering the walls, and representing the culture, the history, and the struggle. Cartagena today is busy and gentrified. Boutique shops, cocktail bars, and high-end restaurants. Lunch with sushi at El Rincon. An odd choice for Colombia, but it was cold and fresh and exactly what we needed in the heat. So we finished our lunch, a little sushi and poke bowl.
So we've come for our second coffee stop of the day, and we are at Nia Bakery. We're going to try out one of their famous cookies.
Getting coffee in Colombia is some of the best in the world, and specialist shops like Nia Bakery really make it an experience.
That is so smooth.
Black coffee here is just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
We were headed into Getsemani, once a working class district and now the artistic heart of the city. The walls are filled with murals showcasing the proud heritage, and so we spent the afternoon doing our own street art tour. What used to be a really dangerous place has been turned into a place that celebrates art. Also, there are a lot of street vendors selling food and lots of different things. I made my way through the streets of Getsemani to the bustling Plaza Trinidad. Plaza Trinidad is also a really fun place just to come in the daytime. As the sun is starting to set, there's people buying and selling drinks, people just sitting around in the square, having a drink, and watching life pass by. As evening fell, we walked through the colourful streets for dinner. After dinner, it was time to visit Alchemico, a 3-story bar in an old mansion that's now officially one of the best in the world. Each floor had a completely different story and feeling. It was a real vibe, and the drinks here were some of the best we've ever had.
That is so nice.
Even late at night, the city is truly alive. It is scorching hot, like crazy hot. This bread is amazing. I feel like we're missing good sourdough. We've not had it in so long.
Yeah.
Now, here's the weird thing. In the middle of Cartagena is a park, Park Centenario, and it contains lots of wildlife. I think taking a stroll through here is a must-do here in Cartagena. We did it as part of a walking tour that we did, but it was so interesting that we were like, we need to come back here and see what else we can spot. And there's like a massive iguana, there's like sloths hanging around in the trees and on the floor, there's There's loads of different birds and vultures here. I think the fact that this is in the middle of a city centre is pretty crazy. Really easily accessible both from the walled city and from Getsemani as well. And then we entered the bougie part of town, with clean roads, boutique shops and glass fronts. Calle de los Siete Infantes. It's a street here in the old town which is known to be a great stop for photos. Really colourful, unique architecture with balconies and these really fancy chains on the windows. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yesterday on our walking tour, he was telling us about these door knockers and the different animals and the different symbols and the things they represent. And if you had an iguana on your door, it meant you had some connection with the royal family. We are now walking on a really cool street called Calle del Jardín, like street, like garden street. It does look like a garden, like lots of greenery at the top, lots of bougie looking shops selling streetwear and beachwear, the kind of things that you could take to a beach club in Cartagena. If you squint your eyes, it kind of feels a bit like you're in Greece. We are walking through the art and craft market here in Cartagena. Our tour guide said that everyone who's selling stuff on the streets gets their stuff from here. If you want the best prices, you need to come here to Las Bodegas. We are just stopping for a little lunch at Tacos del Gordon. Pretty highly rated, street side, very affordable taco spot here in the walled city.
I've never had a taco like this. So yummy. Some pork belly taco.
Muchas gracias. There is cheese literally inside the skin of my taco.
It's like a double taco.
Amazing. We headed back to the hostel to do some painting and sipping before dipping back into Colombian culture.
Yeah, I just thought I'd go a bit abstract, bright colours.
Nice, I love them. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
How's that lemon?
Yeah. So lemony. It's extremely acidic actually. Dance is really at the heart of the country, and we were getting a taste for it for our time in Medellin, so we booked a salsa class at Crazy Salsa. This was very much a dance studio, so it didn't have much of a vibe, but it was a good way to consolidate our moves, ready for a night on the town. And we needed it. We had a really fun salsa class at Crazy Salsa, and we are maybe going to try out some of the moves tonight. We might go to a salsa club. It is time for some food, and we are heading to this place called Pescatarian. Lots of veggie dishes, lots of seafood dishes, so happy all around. That sauce is amazing, isn't it? Yeah. Sushi squares?
Sushi squares. I've never had a sushi square. That is amazing. Wow. It's got a little bit of a Mexican twist on it because mine also has jalapenos on. That's super soft, yummy sushi.
I am not exaggerating when I say I think this is the best sushi I've ever had in my life. It's like tempura jalapeno, really nicely seasoned. I just feel really safe here, but there is so much police presence on these streets. The only other thing that's kind of scary is that the bouncers for some of the clubs have got bulletproof vests on. And after dinner we headed to Cafe Havana, the most famous and easily the most expensive salsa and live music venue in the city. Another morning in Cartagena. Last night at Cafe Havana was so much fun. I think one of the best nights, if not the best night we've had in Colombia so far. Definitely a must visit. Like, the music was so cool, everyone's up dancing, the instruments, the trumpets, the flute, the singers, the vibe. Yeah, it was great. This avocado is so creamy.
delicious.
Colombia's coffee is world famous. Grown high in the Andes and handpicked bean by bean, it's known for its smooth, well-balanced taste, with notes of caramel, citrus, and chocolate. When in Cartagena, we couldn't skip Café San Alberto, Colombia's most awarded coffee. They've been doing this since 1972, and they turn coffee tasting into performance. The aroma, the pour, the care, it's truly coffee theatre.
Preparación porque es de la única manera que tú vas a disfrutar los sabores. Por eso se hace en esta preparación.
This is apparently meant to be one of the best coffees in the whole of Colombia, which is a big shout because we've had some amazing coffee here. And so we thought, what better way than actually trying a few different ones? So we do a coffee flight. It's pretty expensive for 45,000 Colombian pesos, or about maybe like $12, $13. So for one person, that's pretty expensive. But when in Colombia, it's cool that the coffee's going to be done here at the table.
It's all weighed out. It's done very accurately. Definitely tastes more like tea and less like coffee. But I think you really like it.
Es sweet.
Very light.
Yeah.
They've got these smelling cards as well. Nice. You can tell it's a more coffee. It's slightly darker.
Ah, see, that tastes like coffee. I like this.
Really fruity, that is.
What it reminds me of is when we went to that finca in Guatemala. I think we chewed on that berry, the coffee berry, before it's like dried. What we've quietly realised is this coffee tasting is quite a bit of coffee, and I think we're going to be buzzing for about 12 hours after this.
We spent most of the afternoon doing like travel admin stuff. This is what happens when you're traveling for so long. We've been away from home for 6 months. Our last dinner was at El Beso, just round the corner from our hostel in Getsemani. It was always packed and we needed to check out the hype.
I've never had, so these are seafood burrito tacos, which aren't usually seafood, so I'm intrigued to give them a go. Oh, that is delicious. This is so good. Basically, this prawn inferior sauce I've had 9.999 out of 10. Outstanding.
I would say the same as this one. Crunchy cauliflower taco. You can really taste the corn in the El Taco tortilla as well. And for a really reasonable price, unbelievable food. Definitely would recommend. Cartagena is colourful, creative and full of history. It's a city that feels completely different to anywhere else in Colombia. The art, the rhythm and the stories painted on every wall make it unforgettable. Make sure to subscribe because next we're heading to Salento, Colombia's coffee capital.